Today we'll look at materials for 2 vs 2 and 5 vs 5. Important thing about materials is it's based not on my likes and dislikes, but on numbers. It may be not 100% accurate, that's why I change it from time to time. I don't think that I need to explain first tier, so we're moving to the next one. In garbage tier we have all sniper rifles. There is no point in sniper rifles since almost all weapons in this game have one tap potential, and also when they have such slow time to kill on arms because of their fire rate. Next we have DMRs, and the worst of them is SVD, which has the slowest fire rate in this class, slow partial and full reload, and no access to increased max. In next tier we have other two DMRs. Main differences between them is RPM and weight. Compared to sniper rifles, DMRs is better option for this game mode, but still, because of slow RPM, they have really slow time to kill. In next tier we have both M16s. The main problem with these weapons is burst fire mode, or to be more exactly the way it works. In other games, to shoot these 3 bullets you just need to click left mouse button, while in our game you need to hold it for a certain time, which is not comfortable because you need to focus on this thing, while there are other important things which needs your focus much more, like your aim and movement. I would definitely put them higher if burst fire worked like in other games. Now we are moving to weapons with afterfire, and the worst of them is L85. It has the same damage in arms like all 5.56 weapons, lowest RPM among after weapons, and also one of the slowest partial and full reloads in this game. In next tier we have better variant, which is Karel. It has faster RPM and much faster partial and full reload. In E tier we have an even better version of this weapon, AK-74. Faster RPM, faster partial and full reload, access to increased max, and lower overall recoil. In the same tier we have such weapons like SG553 and AK-5C. Even though both of these weapons have faster RPM than AK-74, they have slowest partial reload among after weapons and one of the slowest full reloads. Additionally, they don't have access to increased max. And the last weapon this tier is UMP-45. It has pretty fast time to kill, especially with extended barrel on distance up to 170 feet, but it has smaller mag, not the fastest partial reload, and pretty bad velocity, which may be a problem in some places. AK-103 compared to AK-74 has bigger weight and bigger overall recoil, but also it has faster time to kill on arms because it needs 5 bullets instead of 6. Despite all disadvantages, AK-103 will be a better choice. Next we have OK3 and A1. Compared to AK-103 they have faster RPM by 80 points, slower partial and full reload, and also they have the same situation with extended barrel as MP-45. MP7 has one of the fastest fire rates, very low overall recoil, low weight, but it has low damage in arms, no one tap potential and pretty slow reload in both types. In C tier we have AKS-74. It has the same time to kill as AK-103 but with faster RPM, but with slower partial and full reload. Compared to AUG, it has faster time to kill and faster reload in both categories. The only problem with this weapon is that it has pretty short distance of one tap potential, which is 175 feet. But since most of the fights happen on close distances, it won't be a big problem. Next we have PP2K, and basically it's a better version of AK-103, exactly for this game. It has faster partial and full reload, much lower weight, bigger ammo reserve, and at the same time it has the same time to kill and same RPM. As a small bonus, its extended magazine has additional 4 bullets. In B tier we have Scar-H with C7. Scar-H has great time to kill on arms, but it has small mag and not the fastest partial reload. Both of these things can cause some problems, especially in 5 vs 5. On the other hand, we have C7 with slow time to kill, but with faster RPM, fastest partial reload among primaries, and slower full reload, bigger mag size and bigger ammo reserve. So basically Scar-H is better in time to kill, but C7 is much more comfortable to use. In A tier we have G36. Compared to C7, it has faster fire rate, slow partial and full reload, and low weight. In the same tier we have Groza, which has the same RPM but with faster time to kill, since it needs 5 bullets instead of 6. And also it has slower partial and much faster full reload. The main problem with this weapon is iron sight, which is not really comfortable to use. If it wasn't that bad I would put this weapon higher. And the last weapon this tier is FAMAS. The only good thing about FAMAS is one of the highest RPMs. In the same time we have one of the slowest partial and full reloads, pretty big weight, it takes big area on the screen, smaller mag and smaller ammo reserve compared to most of the weapons. One of the slowest reloads and smaller mag size can cause big problems in clutch situations, for example when you're being pushed from different directions. And additionally the highest overall recoil after BE-75. In S tier we have Asval and M4. Compared to FAMAS, Asval has slower RPM by 50 points, but in the same time it has faster time to kill on arms, because it needs 5 bullets instead of 6, faster partial reload, faster full reload, lower recoil, low weight, it doesn't take much area on your screen, it has bigger ammo reserve and smaller mag size by 5 bullets. Next we have M4, which has much slower time to kill compared to Asval, but it has bigger mag size, access to increased max, fastest partial reload, alongside with C7 and MK18, and slower full reload. So here we have the same situation as with Scar-H and C7. We're gonna skip SS tier for a while, let's look at the top tier. We have MK18 with fastest partial reload among primaries, one of the fastest RPMs, and access to increased max. Next we have MP5, which takes 4th place in time to kill on arms. In the same time it doesn't have access to increased max like MK18, it has lower RPM by 20 points, slower partial reload, and almost the same full reload. But it has faster time to kill on arms because it needs 5 bullets instead of 6. Next we have SRPM, which is great alternative to MP5. It has faster RPM by 100 points, almost the same partial reload, and faster full reload. It has the same issue with bullet velocity as UMP45, but as I said before, it won't be a problem in most cases. If we compare this weapon to Asval, it will be better because of access to a mag with 30 bullets. Next we have P90. Personally I don't like this weapon, but it has good numbers. P90 takes second place in time to kill on arms, the fastest RPM of the BA75, the biggest mag size, big ammo reserve, but at the same time it has not the fastest partial and full reload, and it doesn't have one tap potential, which seems not a big problem because it's compensated with RPM. But if you live in Asian region like me, you may have problems because of kit registration. And the last weapon this tier is FAL. FAL takes third place in time to kill on arms, it needs only 4 bullets for kill, and it takes second place among primaries and partial reload. In the same time we have pretty average RPM, one of the biggest overall recoils, pretty big weight, and lower ammo reserve. Since weight doesn't affect move speed that much as before, it's not a big problem. Talking about recoil, because of not the fastest RPMs, it's not really hard to control. So basically the only problem is ammo reserve, but only if you prefire too often. And the last weapon in the entire tier list is HK, which deserves to be in separate tier below. It's almost the same as MK18 but with some differences. It has faster RPM by 30 points, slower partial and faster full reloads, no access to increased max, bigger weight and bigger recoil. Their difference in time to kill is too miserable. Meanwhile MK18 has more advantages. But you still can continue glazing this weapon just because of this 16 milliseconds. I wanted to show tier list for all game modes, but in this case this video would be much longer. So if you're interested, I'll do it in next part. If you found this video useful, leave a like and some comment, it helps a lot with video promotion, and see you next weekend.